Hello and welcome to Alliances Months of Neos. Today we're gonna have a look at a mirror match. It's a Counterburn mirror, and this is the semi-final of the Neos of in June 2021, and all the semi-final decks are burn decks. Actually, in the top 13 decks, there was 8 burn decks. 2 control decks and 3 combo decks. And we're gonna have a closer look at Mats and Lucas deck lists. So let's jump over there directly. Here you can see Mats' version of the Counterburn deck. If you've seen the quarterfinal, it's nothing new here. And on this deck tech, we're gonna focus on the differences between Lucas and Mats' decks. And you will soon see Lucas' deck, but Mats' shoes here, they both play blue, red and a splash of black, but Mats choose different cards from alliances basically. He went with Arcane Denial and Pillage, and Lucas chose something else, as you soon will see. And I don't think we have to delve so much into the sideboard because we're going to talk about that between the matches. So let's jump onto Lucas' decks directly. Here you can see a Lucas version of the Counterburn deck. Lucas was working with Ricochet from Neos, and it's not a lot of difference, but there is some key differences though. As you can see, he's working with a card draw spell in the main deck, and the Gorilla Shaman, of course, the 3 of. So I think this deck is quite optimized, and he also working with the 3 Gorilla Tactics main decks. And in the sideboard he has 2 Maces and the 2 Blood Moons in the sideboard. And well, Alliances adds some cards to this deck, but it was quite strong already from the beginning and it was dominating the field. So let's see how it goes in the matches. So let's jump into the games with Gavin on the right and Mats on the left. Gavin starts with a Flying Man, and we will see what Mats have for follow-up here. Okay. Soul Ring and Chaos Orb is not as bad start either. First Blood with a Flying Man, following it up with a Mishra's Factory and a Chain Lightning. Okay. Quite even start. 2016. Okay. Gavin has only 3 cards. As you can see, he keeps count on how many cards Mats has as well. And I think Mats has 8 cards now. And lots of options after that Ancestral. Or maybe 7 cards, I would assume. Okay, so no activation of the Mishra's Factory, just swing with a Flying Man, taking down Mats to 15. But Mats has a card advantage of 7-3, so this is quite even still. Oh, a library. Is he gonna ride a library advantage here? I guess so. Straight onto drawing. So this will be difficult for Gavin to come back from. Okay. A counter spell for the surrender. Only 2 cards left in Gavin's hand. and Mats has a full grip. Okay, so Gavin has a surrender on his own. And okay, they play with the gentleman agreements here, so you don't have to flip the orb, it just kills the target. Okay, so Mats is still on the library, and Gavin is on one card and one creature, so I would say this is favoring Mats if he can handling this advantage on the card from cards in hand here. Okay, so he chain lightnings the annoying little flying man and brings his own flying man. And pass the turn. Okay. Okay. That's the one card that differ from Gavin's deck. So he shuffles in one card and draws two in the next upkeep. So that's where we go now, to the next upkeep. Well, straight card advantage is always going to be better than suboptimal card advantage like that. So, okay, first blood for match then. Gavin's down to 19. He's not really pressing the low advantage this much so far in this match, but okay, a Wheel of Fortune. Will that go through? He has backup counter mana, so it might go through. Okay, he only had Force of Will. Mats had 5 lands and well, pillage, so Wheel of Fortune might be good for him as well. So now it's 15-12, and they both have kind of full grips. But Mats still has the library advantage here. Okay, so City of Brass is fixing Mats' mana, but could be quite costly in this matchup, I guess. Yeah, I would say that Mats is probably winning because of the library here. He's been drawing a lot of cards with that library. Okay. It's burned to the head. Okay. This might become dangerous. Mats already down to 6, and Gavin might be able to use this advantage. Okay, Mats still has Counterburn on it up though, but this is an interesting board position, or I say game position. As you can see, the die is counting how many cards Mats has in hand, so it's 7. Okay. So Demonic Tutor, okay. It's quite usual game pattern to not counter the tutor, but to counter the card he's tutoring for. But in this case, maybe he should counter the tutor, because he could tutor out like a strip mine or something to get rid of that library. It will be interesting to figure out what he's tutoring for here. Several options, I would say. Still, I think Gavin has a little bit of problems to decide what he's going to go for here. I don't know if it's quite a jam here. 6-13 is life. What would you tutor for here? Would you tutor for an ancestral? Perhaps? Mind twist? Strip mine? Time walk. That's an interesting. Did he tutor for that? He still has counterspell back up here. Okay, so I guess we go to the time walk turn. Matt can't really afford to tap out here. Okay, I guess is he attacking with that factory? It looks like it. Okay. Since Mass only has 2 blue mana, it's kind of hard pressed for it. Okay, is it? Maybe he's blocking with a flying man? Yeah, it looks like he's blocking with a flying man. Okay. Because he can't really... Okay, there we go. Max Monkey. He's gonna eat the Soul Ring, I suppose. Didn't look like he tapped that Soul Ring, so he's not saving the mana for anything. Or maybe he is. Is he going to the end of the turn now? And saving the mana for... Okay, he's Sonic Blasting. So 9-4. That's quite close actually. I think it's off. Should be off the library now, shouldn't he? No, he's not. Okay. Even though he's not off the library, Gavin has quite a mana advantage here. So 9-4 is it's quite a close race, and he has both his islands untapped. He only has 2 cards, so I don't think he wants to go down to 3 because that's in close to Chain Lightning range there. Well, this is getting close. It's going down to the wire. And Max is contemplating playing another land, and I guess he is playing another unlimited volcanic. Okay, back and forth here. Lots of options, I guess. Oh, a Blood Moan. A Blood Moan is quite good against those Mistress. Okay. Arcane Denial. So there you see, that makes Gavin draw 2 cards and Mats 1 card, but the Blood Man is going through. So that's interesting. Will he attack here with the Flying Man? Gavin would draw 2 cards, and it's quite likely that he actually... Okay, he will attack with 1 Flying Man. And it's quite likely that he actually draws a bolt here. Okay, so it looks like he's finished the game with the Sonic Blast. So let us take a look how they are sideboarding for match 2. And if we start with Mats, he is sideboarding in 4 Blast and 1 Pillage, and out with a Shaman and Arcane Denials and Chain Lightnings. And this is a sort of a mirror. So Gavin is sideboarding out his Gorilla Shamans and a couple of counter spells and a Brain Geyser and a Shatter as well. And in with the Mace and 4 Blast and a Pyrotechnics. That's a quite interesting choice. And Mats is not sideboarding in his Blood Moon here, so those maces might be good actually. But then again, Mats is playing with 1 Blood Moon in the main, so he could neutralize them. I would still think that Gavin is a little bit at advantage in the second match, but we will have to see. So let's jump on to the second match. So in this second match, Mats is obviously starting to play, and again Mats is dropping the Lua, and he wasn't able to ride that to victory last time, but maybe he will this time. Quite lucky though, and yeah, use that counter that Lucas had to see how many cards Mats have. Okay. He still has a Max Monkey in the main deck. In the deck, I guess, after sideboarding. Okay. And not much is happening here. Much is contemplating his place and plays another Volcanics. So it's 1 revised and 1 unlimited mechanics. And I guess he's hoping to ride the Lua to the victory here, because, well, he don't want to drop below 7 cards. And end of turn he draws another card, and end of turn he is also bolting the Gorilla Shaman. Is he going to play a artifact here? Maybe? Oh, an Ancestral. It's quite good here. Oh, and a counterspell on the Ancestral. Will he have a Red Blast, perhaps? No, he doesn't. Okay, there we go. Okay, so he's going back to his old tricks with attacking with his Mishras, and I guess pumping. So that's the first blood, or second blood, I guess. And I don't think that will do the trick in this match though. I still think Mats should be a firm grip of this match. Okay. He wants to play something here, because otherwise he wouldn't... okay, a surrender I suppose, so he's dropping a bomb here. And okay, interesting. Draw with a Lua in his own turn. And now it looks like Gavin has 6 cards. Okay, will he be playing something on his own, I suppose? No, he's blasting. Is he blasting the Angel? The Dib. Yes, he is. once Mats doesn't have any counter magic, so it's best to do it then. Okay, Gavin back to 4 cards. And I guess the dib is only one of Mats' threats here. So as long as he doesn't take off Mats from his library, he will be hard pressed to withstand this onslaught. Okay, so will he bring another attacker to the table? It looks like he's bringing something at least. Okay, a city. So he has 7 cards, as you can see on the die. And this might be another surrender. He's tapping 3 mana and he's taking that again. Okay. Now it's a pillage. Okay. What is he pillaging here? Oh, okay. Mana drains the pillage. Will Mats counter this back? It's an interesting... Yes, it looks like his will, actually. Maybe not. Still a lot of small decision in this match. Okay, he will mana drain it back. And from the mana drain he will play a Chaos Orb in his second main phase, I guess. No? Yeah, that's what he did. And that also means that he's going back off his Loa. Okay. So he's attacking with both his factories and plays a mace, putting down massive 11. That means he doesn't have very much in his hand, I guess, because he has 2 blue mana, but he doesn't choose to keep them up. He wants to put pressure, and that's probably the best thing you can do when opponent has an active Lua. Library, that is. Okay, so Mats is playing an Ancestral on his own here to go back to the library, I guess. And a Time Walk. That's quite a power play. And he can't really attack with the Mistress because the mace. But he can destroy the maze though with Chaos Orb, and that's what he did. Okay, so Time Walk turn and Mats drawing another card with the library, and this is looking quite bleak for Lucas here. He's gonna pack it in soon. He's still on 16 lives though, so that's quite important. But he doesn't have any red mana. So, and Mats has a full board and a full hand, so... And he's mind twisting here. Oh! And you see? The mind twist his guerrilla tactics, so it is 4 damage to Mats. Quite important actually. Mats is getting on dangerously low life here though, but Okay, Gavin chose not to do anything, and Mats is active Lua still. So I think it's looking very bleak here. How will Mats finish Gavin off? I think he's on 7 life, isn't he? Oh, he plays a pillage. Even worse for Gavin here. Okay, he's attacking with just 1 Mishra, and he's not pumping it, I guess. And he has Counterburn back up. Okay. So Gavin is attacking back with 1 Mishra, and Mats is bolting it with his city. So he's down to 6 life against 14. But he still has to finish the job though. Lucas is not going down without a fight here. Okay, so double attack with the Mishras. Takes Lucas down to 10. And will Mats have a follow-up for that? Okay, a bolt down to 3. No, I guess I'll follow up on a blue elemental blast, so not 3, so still 6. Okay, the Mishra is doing the job here, so I think it's 6 all now. And the library is still active all this game. So I think Mats must have been drawing like double the cards of Lucas here. And still Lucas is quite in it still. Mats doesn't seem to have any bolts and stuff to finish Lucas off here. Okay, and Lucas is playing a surrender though. Okay, he's Sonic Blast in the surrender and he's packing up the cards. So we'll go to, or is he packing up? Yeah, it looks like he's packing up his sideboard there. His graveyard, and he's swinging in for the win. So we will see a third and deciding match. Very interesting match. And well, I guess I will see you in that one then. Finish off. It looks like the players are ready for the third and deciding match. 1-all. And Mats is putting 1 card in the bottom, so I guess he's mulliganing. And Lucas is doing his traditional start with a flying man here. Okay. Will Mats do a third match in a row with Loa? I guess not. So this will be a more of a fair game then. Volcanic and a flying man. Okay. A flying man on each side. But I guess doesn't he have a follow-up? He only has 1 land though. Okay, that's strange. And using that land to blast away the flying man and pick away on Mats' lives. Mats do have 2 lives and ancestral. Yeah, I guess he should have kept that red blast to fight off the ancestral, but he didn't. Okay, so he bolts away the flying man. Still, Lucas is only on one land. I don't know if... Okay, so a time walk. A time walk here might not be the best, but okay. It's red blast in the time walk. Okay, interesting. Okay, a maze. I guess a maze is better than no land. Okay, I surrendered against that maze. Will he fight another red blast? He's bolting. Okay, very aggressive play here. Oh, and he finally finds his lands. And okay, peeling away the mace and attacking with a surrender. So 7 to 15. And then a flying man, so quite good for Mats here. Mats only has one card left, I guess. And he's tapped out. So Lucas can do whatever he wants to now. But he's still mono-starved. Play another land though. Soul Ring and 2 cards. Okay, nothing to follow it up with. Okay, 13-11 here. Quite close actually. Okay, so his bolt is meeting a counterspell. And again, Lucas is tapped out. And 9-8. Will he do another attack with the factory? No, this is okay. I guess it's counterspelling that, and he attacks with the factory down to 6. This is a very close game though. 6-9, 5, I guess. I don't think Mats can afford to stay back with the surrender bear. He has to attack with at least one creature. And it's only three swings away from a victory. So those cities are really a liability here. Because he is on such a low life, only 5 lives. He could swing with a surrender and stay home with a flying man to block the factory, I guess. And I guess he's contemplating that. They only have, it's almost a top deck war, so Mats has 2 cards and Lucas has 1. So down to 6-5. Oh, a guerrilla tactics on Mats' life. Okay, so he's down to 3. This will be tough. A bolt and he's dead. Okay, so I guess he's attacking with the Mishras. Oh, a guerrilla tactics in his upkeep, making the process quite short actually. And Mats has only the time twister and the Mox to reply here. Okay, so Lucas wins the match. Congratulations, and he advanced to the final. And that was a close game though, a nail biter. And well, I can't tell you I can tell you how it went in the final. Lucas lost in the mirror, but that's a whole other chapter that you will have to go and see for yourself. See you again sometime.